I'm Dr. Siobhan MacAndrew and I'm a reader in psychology at the University of Abertay in Dundee in Scotland. We're a very small university and we are wider access, which means that many of our students don't have traditional qualifications. I remember the times when librarians and academics used paper all of the time. Things have moved on since then, but we still have a need for getting access for our students to the correct materials. The challenge has been that now we have a huge information explosion. We have students who don't have very many skills faced with vast amounts of material, and so the challenge has been, how can we get vast amounts of reading lists from hundreds of lecturers to vast numbers of students, and to do this in a very effective and efficient way. The old style system of twice a year, librarians coming to academics and saying, what are your reading lists for this year, was an administrative nightmare. And now things are very, very different. I use Leganto almost every day, in fact. What I found previously was that I had to twice yearly create reading lists. I had to at that point think, what did I need? What did I no longer need? What I can do now is I can be just in my everyday working life. I encounter something that I think I'm going to need later for some teaching that I might not even be doing at that point. I use Cite It in the menu of my browser, click on Cite It. That particular piece of material is then taken straight to my reading list. Now I have this really very close relationship with the librarian. As soon as I press that button, my librarian colleague can see what I'm requesting, they can check that it's available. There's a lot of pressure on you when you have all of your materials to create almost the day before you give the lecture. What Leganto can do is to help me very quickly become familiar with a new area and to have materials organised in a professional way, even though it's not my specialist area. And best of all, instead of having to find it, having to negotiate the publisher's firewalls and so on, they just click and it's there. Leganto isn't just a tool for students or for staff or for librarians. The way we use it is as a team, and I think that's one of its greatest strengths. In all well-run universities that have high-quality teaching, it's vital that librarians and academics have a close and fruitful relationship. However, it's very difficult to see your librarian colleagues on a regular basis. The types of jobs that we need to do together are actually quite complex. In the past, we might have been sending messages to and fro, and there was often a sense that we were really just throwing information at each other. What Leganto allows you to do is to feel as if your librarian colleagues are partners in the creation of the learning materials. This piece of software is really easy to use. It makes your life easier. A reading list produced by Leganto actually looks quite inviting. Anything that helps students to feel confident and comfortable with scholarly material, I'm really keen on, and anything that gives them a sense of ownership of the academic material. And most importantly, the feedback we get from our students at Abertay is that the reading lists make them more curious, and the reading lists encourage them to read more. And of course, that's the goal of every academic and every librarian in every university.